We are undertaking a series in CBC. We shall be introducing several videos on pre-technique, mathematics, and others. So in front of us, we have a set. This is CBC Grade 7, Introduction to Drawing Instruments. Now in front of us here, we have a set. It is written Technical Drawing Set. It is normally used by engineers, students, teachers, and even pupils or learners. Now when we open it like that, we have a couple of drawing instruments. Now at this end, we have what we call a miniature compass. This is a precision instrument. We normally hold it from this end. And at the tip here, we have our leads. The leads are replaceable. When one is ended or is consumed, you can replace it by getting one from our set. We can get one from our set, we replace. So when we open it in a clockwise direction like that, the length increases. And if we take it in an anti-clockwise direction like that, the length reduces. So we can use a miniature pair of compass to draw our various circles and arcs. And then we have yet another larger version of the miniature pair of compass. It works on the same principle. Here, these leads are replaceable. You can replace with one from our set. And then here we have a sharpener. This is a lead sharpener. A lead sharpener, you remove this one and sharpen it using our lead sharpener. And then we have a rubber. A rubber, this one, has two, you can call them rubbers. One red one is normally used to erase pencil, and the blue part is normally used to erase pen or permanent marks. And then we have another instrument called a protractor. Now the protractor, we can either measure our degrees in a clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now when we measure clockwise using our set square, which is semi-circle, we begin from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 90 there, 180 up to 180 degrees. So we can measure our degrees in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction, where we begin with 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, all through 180 degrees. So a protractor is normally used to measure degrees. And then we have another instrument called 45. It is called a 45, 90 degrees set square. It is normally used to measure angles of 45, 45, and 90. So at this end here, we put it this way. We have 0 here, 1, 2, 3, and these ones are called tenths or inches. So these ones are inches, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, like that. And then from this other end we have centimeters. Remember, when you are taking your measurements, you begin from this point 0 here. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never begin measuring your length from 1, because you would have made an error of 1 centimeters. So always when you're measuring, make sure you begin from this point all through. Yet again, we have a 30, 60, 90 set square. It is not any different from the 45, 45, 90, but this one, you can use it to measure an angle of 60 degrees here, or 30 degrees here, or 90 degrees here. Unlike this one, where you can use this side to measure an angle of 45 degrees, and this other one is 45 degrees, and this part is 90 degrees. Once again, we have a very, very important measuring instrument called a ruler. A ruler is normally used to measure straight lines. A ruler is normally used to measure straight line. So we have 1 millimeter. Here we have millimeters. It is calibrated in millimeters. So this is 0 millimeters, 10, 20, 30, all through 150 millimeters. When we turn it in this direction, we are measuring in centimeters. This is 0 centimeters, 1, 2, 3, 4 through 180. I'm reminding you that once again, you begin measuring your length from this point here. This is your 0. Never begin from 1, because you'll have 1 unit less. Then we have yet another instrument called a highlighter. A highlighter is a pen that is normally used to highlight sensitive areas. As we advance in our study of geometry, we'll come to learn how highlighters are used. So it is faint. It doesn't write deeply. It is faint in nature. And again, we have another instrument called a whiteboard marker. This one is normally used by teachers in areas where we do not have blackboards, where we have whiteboard. So we normally use this kind of pens to write on white boards. This one is a red version of the white board. So sometimes we normally use the red in the writing of white boards. As we advance along the line, we are going to meet various instruments, of which we shall be able to use them effectively. We shall explain how they are used, where they are used, and which purpose they serve. That was an introduction. It was an intro. As we advance, we shall learn more on pre